Stack, right here. We good?
Yeah,
Check the feed too.
I got you.
All right, Shalom.
Shalom.
The brothers from Great Millstone, New Orleans, right, and also Baton Rouge. Prior to getting started, we like to give all glory, honors, and prayers unto double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to hopefully elect. Shalom. All right, and you know, prior to starting this lesson, brothers was simply just chopping it up about the 250th birthday of America, man. All right, when America got its independence from Great Britain, you see, and what you see here today as America, all right, and pretty much we see it's fitting, okay, that we go into the destruction of America, all right. We know the Lord likes to do things, how could I say, with great signs and wonders. He does things, according to numbers and shit like that, man. All right, and it'll be fitting if this kingdom is brought down, all right, on its 250th birthday. You see, and really, hey, start me off with matter of fact, Second Ezra 6 and 9.
This the book of Second Ezra, chapter.
Lift up your voice too.
This Second Ezra 6 and 9. It says, "For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followed."
Right. Okay, which indicates that a kingdom must end, and a kingdom must immediately, spring up right behind it, man. And that's the kingdom of heaven. You see? Hey, this kingdom, Esau's kingdom, all right, this wicked ass system must be destroyed first. You see? And then the kingdom of heaven, which will be spearheaded by Yahushua and also governed by the 144,000 and the elect, man. All right, has to come up right after this. You see? But nevertheless, we're gonna get into the destruction of this place, man. You got more on that? That was it. All right. Go ahead with that, huh?
All right. This is Revelations 18, start from the top. And after these things, I saw another angel come down from heaven, having great power, and the earth was lightened with his glory.
And real quick, I want to say this because the subtitle, all right, or the subheading, okay, to this particular chapter, to Revelation, the 18th chapter, is Babylon Falls, man. All right, which America is spiritually Babylon, man, the place of confusion, the daughter of Babylon. All right, keep going, huh?
And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the Great is fallen, and is become the habitation of devils, and the hold of every foul spirit, and a cage of every unclean and hateful bird.
That's right, man. All right. So John the Revelator was given, okay, visions, all right, of the future. You see, which the future of America is to be destroyed, man. All right. All of the things which you see here in America, all right, all of the different 50 states, all right, will be destroyed, man. Okay, by thermonuclear missiles, man. You see, which no one will be able to inhabit this land. After the destruction, no one will be able to inhabit this land. All right, nothing but desert creatures. What it says, doleful creatures. All right, and unclean spirits. Those things will inhabit here, and that's it, man. Hey, give me the scripture where it say, not even the Arabian will pitch tent here. All right. Y'all got something before we continue?
Yeah, I got something.
Go ahead, bring it out. All right. He got the scripture. Go ahead.
This is Isaiah 13.
Uh-huh.
This is Isaiah 13, and let's start at 19. It says, in Babylon, the glory of the kings, the beauty of Chaldees' excellency, shall be as when the Most High overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah. It shall never be inhabited, neither shall it be dwelt in a generation to generation. Neither shall the Arabian pitch tent there, neither shall the shepherds make their fold there.
All right. Yeah, and hey, and this it says in Babylon the glory of kingdoms. Okay, this is the glory of kingdoms. This is the chief place on the face of the planet Earth, man. All right. it says of the Chaldees excellency, all right, in which we know the Chaldeans to be, all right, skilled in witchcraft, man. This place is heavily laden with witchcraft, all right. Every avenue of America, whether it's political, the technology, you see the symbolism, it all goes back to what? Witchcraft, man. All right. It says, shall be as when the Most High overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah, which it will, man. All right. Only this time that fire and brimstone will be what? Those nuclear missiles, man. Those ICBM nuclear missiles, intercontinental ballistic missiles. That's gonna be shot from one end of the earth to the other, man. All right. This place will be completely obliterated. Let me see. They got more in that.
It says, but the wild beasts of the desert shall lie there, and their houses shall be full of doleful creatures, and all shall dwell there, and satyrs shall dance there.
That's right, man. All right. And to go back up to the point I was speaking about, hey, the Arabians, those Arabians love to be in, desert-like places, man. Places with a lot of sand. You see, they won't even be able to dwell here. All right. This land will be off limits, okay, for habitation. Go ahead, finish it out.
And it says, and the wild beasts of the islands shall cry in their desolate houses, and dragons in their pleasant places and palaces, and her time is near to come, and her days shall not be prolonged.
That's right, man. The days of America shall not be prolonged. All right. It tell you in the book of Job, the 20th chapter. You there? Hey, let's get this brother. I'm gonna get this brother.
I don't want to do it
back. You could get your precept, and then this brother get this Job, and we're gonna jump back to that. All right?
I got my text. This Job 14:5. Seeing his days are determined, the number of his months are with thee. Thou hast appointed his bounds that he cannot pass.
That's right. So there's bounds on America that Esau cannot pass, man. All right, down to the very millisecond. Okay, there's an exact date and time in which this devil shall go down, man, and it's nothing he can do to stop it or prolong it. You see? Hey, get it in the book of Daniel, the 5th chapter, and I'll point you to it in a few. All right. Hey, this place has already been weighed in the balance, man. All right. From the beginning, it was written that this place had a said end. Okay, the kingdom of heaven, which is to come, is the only kingdom that has no end. You see, which that kingdom shall be what? Ruled in righteousness, man. All right. Let me turn to it. Somebody could bring out a precept while I'm looking for this. Go ahead, bring it out and break it down.
It's the book of Daniel, chapter 2, verse 44. And in the days of these kings shall the Most High of heaven set up a kingdom, which shall never be destroyed, and the kingdom shall not be left to other people, but it shall break in pieces and consume all these kingdoms, and it shall stand forever. This kingdom we're talking about is the kingdom of heaven. And we got rulership next. What it says in 2 Exodus chapter 6, verse 9. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of that follower. The Israelites, the kingdom of the Israelites. And it's going to be an everlasting kingdom, a kingdom ruling righteousness for the Israelites. This captivity is coming to an end. You know what I'm saying? We will have these heathens, also chiefly Esau, Edom in chains, in the fields. What they've done else will be done to them in a righteous way. You got it out.
Hey, that's it. You want to say? I got it. Go ahead, bring it out.
This is Sirach 10:8. It says, because of unrighteous unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another. Just to back up what the brother's saying, man. Esau had his time, ruling over his wickedness, with unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit, all these things that he done. But it says the kingdom is translated from one people to another, man. And that's what's going to happen next after this kingdom is thrown down.
Hey, all of these other nations have had a chance to rule, man. All right? That's what the book of Daniel goes into. You see? All of these different captivities, all right? And empires, things of that nature, they've all had a chance to rule. All right? And that just go to show you that the Lord is what? He's a fair judge, man. All right? Even though they're heathens, he still allowed them to rule, man. Okay, but on this next go around, okay, because after this, after America, after Babylon the Great is destroyed, no other heathen will rule the face of the planet Earth, man. It's time for the Israelites, okay, you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans to rule in righteousness, man. All right, go ahead, bring it out.
Yeah, for you, back you up. This Joel chapter 3, starting at the top. It says, "For behold, in those days and in that time, when I shall bring again the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem." Verse 2, "I will also gather all nations and will bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat." All right, which goes into Yahweh's judgment, man.
Yahweh Shaphat, man.
Yeah.
All right, and that's what's hey, these different armies around the earth are getting prepared now. The Lord is putting a spirit, okay, on these different world leaders to what? To have a big face-off, okay? A big battle royale, all right? Of all the nations, man. Which they don't even understand that Yahushua is going to be the victor, okay? Y'all brothers know that battle royale, you know?
Yeah.
Go ahead,
Yeah, it says, I'm going to read again. Joel 3 and verse 2, "I will also gather all nations and will bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat and will plead with them there for my people and for my heritage Israel, whom they have scattered among the nations and parted my land."
You in the blue letter?
I can go to it.
Yeah, get that word plead in the blue letter.
Yeah.
All right, let's edify it real quick, because that word plead in English means something totally different. All right, in the Hebrew, man. All right, it means something totally different. You see, when the Lord say He gonna plead with these other nations, He finna get it, bro.
Yep, this the word plead in the blue letter. It's Strong's H8199, and it's Shaphat. And the outline of biblical usage is, it says to judge, to govern, vindicate, punish.
To punish, to vindicate. You want to say something? Come on, to vindicate. Hey, give it to that brother. All right, that's what the Lord is about to do. Okay, He's about to punish first and foremost Esau, Edom. Okay, for afflicting the apple of His eye. All right, and furthering the afflictions. You see, but also these other nations, man, they're gonna be put into subjection as well. Okay, everybody will come under the rule. All right, of the Israelites, man, under righteous order. You see, they got more in that definition, huh?
Yeah, I bring out a couple more words.
Yep.
It says to condemn, to execute judgment, to plead, to rule.
Get condemned in a home.
And that's pretty much it.
That's right, man. Hey, because contrary to popular belief, hey, these other nations need a leader. All right, they need an example. You see, if you don't, if you don't, okay, if you don't lead these different nations, they're gonna continue to do, you know, wickedness, man. All right, lewd acts. You see, when you you know, get on these different social media platforms, a lot of people like to talk about the Elamites, right? You know, they very unhygienic, right? Okay, they're very nasty living people. That's because they're not under the law, statutes, and commandments, man. All right, they're left alone, all right, to their devices, and the filth starts to show forth, man. Same with these Ammonites, man. Okay, the Moabites eating all those different types of abominations, right? They need the Israelites, okay, to what? To show them the perfect example, man, to be led by the law, statutes, and commandments. Absolutely. But the first thing that must happen is America must be destroyed, all right? Which the Lord said it. He's using this devil the same as he used Pharaoh in the past, man, in Egypt. That's in Romans the 9th chapter. Okay, but a brother can grab that. But get that word condemned, and I'm gonna get that precept that Daniel, Zach.
That's the word condemn in the online etymology. Get straight to the point.
Yep.
It says pronounce judgment against.
Hey, And that's America in a nutshell, man. All right? The judgment was already written. Go ahead and grab that Daniel.
This Daniel 5, verse 24.
Uh-huh.
Then was the part of the hand sent from him, and the writing was written.
So, for those who don't know, Daniel was brought in, okay, by Nebuchadnezzar to what? To read, to decipher, okay, a writing that was on the wall, man. Okay, that's where you get that saying in the word that is written, on the wall, man. All right, that comes from the scriptures. You see, showing judgment. Okay, go ahead, Ox.
It was written, Mana, Takal,
Mene,
Slaki.
tekel. You farsing. You got it.
Mene, Tekel, accepting the interpretation of the thing. Mene, God had numbered thy kingdom and finished it. Teke, thou.
Real quick, it said the Most High had numbered, all right, his kingdom and finished it, man. All right, and that's the same thing with this place. Okay, the writing is on the wall. You see, the infrastructure for America is crumbling right before our eyes, man. All right, the pride of America is being brought low. There's nothing to back up the American pride anymore, man. All right, the American dream has become a nightmare to those that sought for it. All right, you have all these different nations that come here to America to achieve this glamorous, so-called glamorous lifestyle, and are met with what? Okay, the complete opposite, man. You have people that are risking their lives to cross seas, all right, in shipping containers, on banana boats, being smuggled by coyotes to come here and to ultimately to suffer, man, and die. Those people are coming here, right, to be eliminated, man, by Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, to be judged. All right? You got something?
Yeah.
Bring that out.
It's Psalms 104, verse 9. Thou hast set a bound that they may not pass over. That they turn not again to cover the earth. Yeah, basically, I just bring up that scripture he read. The Lord, he had numbered the kingdom, man. He finished it. Basically, man, the Lord, he gave a certain time limit of this devil rulership, man. And once he passed that time, yeah, man, he could be done away with, man. You know, he can't go past that time, man. They can't go past the time that the Lord got set for him, man.
I'm gonna get you to continue to 28. All right, and I want to say this: every other kingdom, okay, starting from the Babylonian, the Assyrian, all right, the Persians, the Medes, all right, the Greco-Roman Empire, all of these different empires had a beginning and an end, all right? There was a set date for it to begin, okay? Someone to come and take it, all right? Take the kingdom, you see, and set up their own, and for it to end. And the process it's never changed, which you got that article, all right? Come on, go ahead and finish that out.
This is Daniel 5 and verse 27.
Uh-huh. Go ahead.
Tekel, thou art weighed in the balance and art found wanting.
They are found, what it says, say it again?
Thou art weighed in the balances and art found wanting.
That's right, man, which we're going to continue on in that Revelations, the 18th chapter, all right? Because that chapter tells you that the sins of America has pierced the clouds, man, all right? The Lord has weighed your sins, you see? After the sins have been weighed, then comes the judgment, all right? Go ahead,
Verse Daniel 5 and verse 28. What's this? Paris.
Uh-huh.
Thy kingdom is divided and is given to the Medes and Persians.
Which that's talking about the ancient Babylon. But nevertheless, hey, this place is divided in itself as well, man. All right? But that's all I wanted in that. You had something for that, brother?
No, I got it.
Nah,
Go ahead, bring it out.
I'm about to get some.
This the AI overview. It says the average empire lasts about 250 years. This pattern has been observed in many historical empires, indicating a cycle of rise, dominance, and eventual decline. It says And then it's gonna list the phases. It says the phases of an empire. It says empire typically experience several phases: pioneer phase, initial growth and expansion, conquest and authority, establishing control and influence.
Real quick, hey, the pioneer phase was what? The Industrial Revolution. Okay, when you had those them Edomites on them horses, all right, all across America, starting these different cities. Okay, that's what you call the Western times. For those who they can't put the pieces together.
Right.
All right, that was when they were being those pioneers, man. All right.
And just to add on to what you're saying, that's when they go around and they stick their flag in a plot of land, which they stole in the first place, but they claim for themselves. Just backing you up, bro.
Nah, that's heavy. They were being pioneers. They call themselves pioneers. All right, go ahead, Doc.
It says prosperity. It said economic growth and cultural achievements, decadence, overconsumption, and decline in value.
Slow down. It said, go to the one before that. I read a little fast.
It says prosperity.
Right, prosperity. Okay. Hey, America has had its golden age already. Okay. The roaring 20s, all the way up to what? We could say, what the 2000s. All the way to the beginning of the 2000s, man. All right. America was prospering. You see? What you got? Decadence. Perfect. All right. Huh?
We'll be after this,
America was prospering. All right. All of the other nations wanted to be like the Americans. Okay. America was the heavy influence on the world, man. All right. They prospered. They made a lot of money. Okay. And ultimately they led the earth in wickedness. Go ahead, continue.
It says decadence, overconsumption, and decline in values.
Right, decadence, overconsumption. Hey, America is a consumer country, man. All right. America does not produce anything, man. All right. There are no raw materials here for us to produce anything. All of those raw materials come from other countries, man. All right. And America buys it. You see, America is probably the best definition for what? For instant gratification, man. Hence what? The fast food, all right? The different technological advancements, okay? All of that, man. Go ahead, Doc.
And it says decline and fall. It says gradual weakening leading to
real
collapse.
quick. You can hold tight on that. Get decadence, Doc.
All right, this is the word decadence in the etymology. It says the process of falling away from a better or more vital state.
That's right, man. All right, I was talking to somebody last night, just going into how, hey, these different countries, healthcare is free, damn near free, man. All right? Do this. Yeah, that's good. All sorts of things, man. America is falling away from the very example in which it put forth in the earth. It's falling away from that, man. All right? Because what? The lies are starting to be exposed. You see? It tell you in the book of Nahum that her skirt has been lifted. All right? And she's going to be ashamed in front of the other nations. And that's happening. Okay? All of these different, P-Gate scandals, PDF files, right? All of these different, the Steam guy, right? Hey, these nations are seeing these things. Go ahead.
Jeremiah 51:7. Babylon had been a golden cup in Yahweh's hand that made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken of her wine, therefore the nations are mad. Yahweh Shem Shai has given this wicked one an opportunity to deceive everybody and to live deliciously, to live in decadence, to live in pleasure. And now her skirt, like the brother just spoke of, is being lifted up to be revealed unto all these nations. And therefore, the nations are mad.
Come on, go ahead, put your precept.
It's that Obadiah chapter 1, verse 15. It says, for the day of the Lord Yahweh is near upon all the heathen. As thou hast done, it shall be done unto thee. Thy reward shall return upon thine own head. It says, for as ye have drunk upon my holy mountain, so shall all the heathen drink continually. Yeah, they shall drink, and they shall swallow down, and they shall be as though they had not been.
Yeah, it's a lot of meat in here in the book of Obadiah, man. All right, which ultimately it goes into the destruction of Esau, Edom, man. All right, and how, like this brother just beautifully read, okay, he's gonna be recompensed with the same things in which he put on us, man. All right. Hey, scriptures tell you, hey, the Lord gonna reward this devil double, man. All right.
Revelation 18:6.
Yeah, we got heavy. We got heavy. You know, we got a lot in there. Let me see. Yeah, there's just a lot in here, bro. You could probably jump up to verse 3. Yeah.
This is Obadiah 1 and 3. It says, the pride of thine heart have deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock, whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground?
Real quick, all right. And the reason I'm bringing this out because, hey, those steps in the breakdown of a kingdom, okay, showed that this devil what, man? All right, it made his pride go up, okay. Hey, when this place was prospering, okay, and these different guys like Elon Musk, what that other dude name, Kill Bates, right? These guys were at the height, all right, of their career. You see, hey, everything was flourishing in America. Okay, America was caught up on technology. You see, that boosted their pride. Hey, don't talk about the military aspect. All right,
Right, yeah.
they were far advanced with the different missiles and
Atomic bombs.
UAVs, all of those different things, man.
Facts.
This place did that lifted the pride of this place, man. And like it said in Obadiah, it said the pride of thy heart had deceived thee. Okay, these devils got so proud that they deceived their own selves, man. The Lord allowed them to deceive their own selves. Okay, and it said, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rocks. Okay, these devils, all right, when they was in Mount Seir, right, Mount Petra, they dwelt in those rocks, man. All right, they carved out similar to what you see today in a different metropolitans, man. All right, different skyscrapers. Okay, all of those things are built in resemblance of what they had did in Mount Petra, in Mount, now known as Mount Seir. Okay, it's nothing new. What you say?
Symbolism.
Right, it's symbolism. Hey, the eagle. Okay, all of these things, man. Which is gonna go into it, right? But nevertheless, it says, that said in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? And the answer is Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, man. That's who's gonna bring you down to the ground. God, which he's doing that with what? This word. This word is devouring the foundation that America was built on. It's completely dissolving it. And once you destroy the foundation of something, come on, everything else topples over. Okay? What this truth does is obliterate lies. Okay? Everything that you devils have lied about, all right, the prophets are speaking on. You see? And the Lord has put a spirit, all right, on these men to what? To prophesy and tell you you're in. All right? Go ahead with your precept, Kasaja. You got a pre?
This Psalms chapter 75 and verse 7. It says, but Yahweh is the judge. He put him down one and set him up another. So like in the Obadiah, it said, the pride of thine heart have deceived thee. Mm-hmm. See, Esau Edom forgot that the Lord is the one that gave him the power, man. That put him in the power seat. You know, the scriptures tell you in Job 9:24 that the earth was given into the hand of the wicked. Who was it given from? It was given from Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, man. All right, the Lord is the one that gave you the power. All right, but through you getting that power, you got so puffed up and proud, thought you did it all on your own, man. Because Esau Edom don't have the capability to take down a lot of Jakes, man. Esau ain't stronger than Jake, man. So he had to get power from the heavens to even be able to do that, you know?
Yes, bro. Absolutely.
Hey, and it tell you that in the book of Deuteronomy, man. All right. I heard it's a while back. Jake was trying. He was trying to understand how you can have a plantation of damn near 100 to 150 Jakes on it, and two masters and a family, right? He couldn't conceive the fact that, hey, the Lord put a fearful spirit, all right, on our people, and He done the same thing with this kingdom, all right. Hey, this devil has no power, man. That's why the Lord said He hate pride, man.
Yeah.
Pride is the beginning of wickedness, man.
Come on.
All right. How could you be proud of something in which was given unto you? You didn't do anything to earn it. You see? That's why the Lord hate pride, man. All right. Go ahead with your precept.
Yeah, this is just to back up the point you just made. It's Sirach 10 and 18. Pride was not made for men, nor furious anger for them that are born of a woman. But the point was that pride was not made for men. Pride wasn't made. We don't have nothing to be. How can you be prideful and you didn't create anything? You don't own nothing.
Yes,
right. You are the creation.
Right?
There's nothing to be proud about.
Only the creator should be proud, man. You want to say something?
Why the Lord said, why is earth and ashes proud?
Oh,
yeah. Come on now, bro. You got it. That's all I want to say. Thank you, brother.
That heavy, man. Let's go down the line.
Let's go.
All right. Finish that out.
What you say?
Yeah, finish that out. And we're going to go down the line with our brother's precepts. That way I'm not missing anybody.
Yeah, after that little paragraph, I got another article to back up.
Go with your move.
And it said this cycle indicates that the empire, regardless of their power at their peak, often face inevitable decline.
Regardless of their power. Get it in. Hey, one of y'all was holding on that Romans 9. All right. You could get it after you finish that, bro.
Okay.
Finish that.
It also go to show you that prophecy is undefeated. Your brother Kabar brought out, he said, you has bounds that he can't pass. Prophecy is undefeated. You know what Thessalonians say? Only he who now will let until he be taken out of the way.
That's right.
Brother, gotta do it.
Yeah, that's heavy, man. All right. Hey, some of the greatest conquerors. What that guy name was? Alexander the Great. Even though he had, taken over the known world at that time, all right, which was, the Middle East and shit like that, man. Okay. Hey, he couldn't go past his bounds, man. All right. And he had the known world on lock, man. All right. The whole with the Eastern Hemisphere.
Yes.
All right. Go ahead, bro.
And it says, understanding this pattern can provide insights in the current state and future of modern nations.
Real quick, all right, because when you go into these different guys, they were into history, right? They had consultants. You don't think they consulted about how to not fall, right?
Right.
How did the Persians fall? How did the Babylonians fall? Mm-hmm. This was common knowledge, all right? You don't think they went into studies and tried to avoid falling?
Yes, bro.
But that goes to show you that the power is in Yahweh Shem Yahushai hands, man. All right. Hey, what's that saying Kaya always say? Like, you can't run away from...
The same route you take to run away from your judgment, you just run straight into.
Yeah, you just running straight into it, man. Because the Lord is ordering your steps to what? Hey, to be destroyed. Esau. How is Esau, real quick, how is Esau trying to run away from his judgment? Going into the heavens? He wanna go into low orbit space. Okay? He created a space force. He want to go into the depths of the ocean, all right, to hide from Yahweh Shem Yahushai. He has built what? Bunkers in the sides of mountains. You see? But the scriptures talk about how he gonna be pulled out of those things, man. All right? Hey, just like you just said, man. All right? When you run away from your judgment, you heading straight into it. Go ahead.
Yeah, and I wanted to say right quick, man. They already was doing that because they had a project called Project Looking Glass, man. They went and they looked and they dived into all the options they could take to prosper, but all they found was the inevitable destruction.
Yes, brother.
Just like the end game, man, with Dr. Strange told him, like, look, there's no way but one way.
And what Doctor Strange was trying to do, he went through all different timelines to see an alternate outcome.
Yep.
And there was only one outcome, destruction. That was it, man. All right. And real quick, because I won't touch on this, a CERN, maybe.
Yeah.
Go,
No, you got it. Go ahead.
hey, a couple years ago, all right, hey, that word tekel, which I'm going to get you to go back to that Daniel 5 and read you know what I'm talking about, huh?
Yeah.
They basically sent out signals in the CERN, all right? And the word tekel came back. Go back into that Daniels, huh? And get that word tekel.
Yeah, because if I could speak on it, man, that same word was laminated on their walls, man. Like the same thing I read was right there.
This really happened, man.
Yes.
Go ahead and talk.
It's Daniel 5:27. Tekel, thou art weighed in the balances and art found wanting.
That's right, man. Okay. Hey, it's nothing that America can do, man. It's nothing that the elites, all right, the founding families can do to avoid their judgment. All right. You can set up all the space stations you want, man. All right. None of that matters. Okay. Hey, these devils created observatories, all right, with high powered telescopes to look into the heavens, man, to see when Yahweh Shai coming. What difference is it gonna make? He gonna come here either way it go. If you see him, if he didn't, or if you don't, all right.
That's like looking at your ass from a mile away, man.
Yeah, come on, man. You know, but these devils know, all right, their time is at an end. Okay. Revelations, the 12th chapter. Somebody grab that, man. All right. Con, you had that article, right?
Yeah.
We'll get the Revelations 12. I think it's the last verse.
17.
Yeah.
You want it now?
Yeah, bring that up.
I got it. It's Revelation chapter 12 in verse 17.
Uh-huh.
It says, and the dragon was wroth with the woman. This is what you want?
Yep.
Con.
Who's the woman? Israel. Go ahead.
It says, and went to make war with the remnant of her seed.
For this very thing that we're doing right now, okay?
Right.
Destroying the lies, okay? First things first, all right, before the fall of America, the deception must be destroyed, all right? The covering cast shall be removed from the eyes of the people, all right? They got to wake up from the dream that they were in. And it starts here with the prophets, man, okay? Go ahead, Art.
It says, which keep the commandments of the Heavenly Father.
That's right, man. We keep the commandments of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua to the best of our abilities, man. All right? The book of Judges 5 and 11. You see? Go ahead.
It says, and have the testimony of Yahweh Shai HaMashiach.
Con, let me see. What I think it's right here. What you looking for? I think it's I'm about to look for it. It's something else I'm looking for. I'm gonna find it right here. Right here. He had but a short time.
Yeah, that's 12 and
12 and 12?
Yeah.
Yeah, get it. Get that.
Okay.
I knew I was right on top of it.
All right, this is Revelation chapter 12 and verse 12. Therefore, rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he have but a short time.
That's right. Okay, and that's really the point that I wanted. All right. He know he have a short time, man. All right. That's why he gonna ultimately turn draconian on you people. All right. He about to get real tyrannical. All right, on the face of the planet Earth, man. You see, martial law, the implementation of the MOTB, all right? All of these things, and if you don't get down with it, you're going to lay down. Simple as that. You see? But I brought that out because it's the Lord is telling you he know that he have a short time. Yes. Further backing up what that brother brought out, all right, about the steps of a dying kingdom. Go ahead, Ak.
Just a little bit, and I'm gonna get to the article. It says, including the United States, which is approaching its 250th anniversary in 2026.
Which we're here now on this very day. All right, July the 4th, 2026. Go ahead.
This the article. It says it's the studies found. It says America at 250, Minnesota ranks first, and Louisiana last, and no state is getting happier. In a nutshell, it says Minnesota ranked overall among all 50 states, while Louisiana ranked out of the 51 measured jurisdiction in Washington, D.C. It says not a single state is improving on life satisfaction, adult depression, youth depression, fatal overdoses, trust in federal government income inequality, long-term unemployment rate, or hourly earning rates. It says rising income are not translated in better personal well-being. No higher income states do tend to have more social trust. You know, pretty much going into, you know, even though Minnesota is like the best state you could be in, and Louisiana, you know, the worst, none of the states are improving. None of the states are happy with, you know, the way of 250, you know, the anniversary is going right now with America.
Circling the drain, huh?
Yep.
DTA.
Yeah, DTA, man, a barber ball.
A barber ball.
All right. Hey, you know, that's clean contrary to what you read in the second step, I believe. All right, the prospering of a kingdom.
Right.
Okay. Why are the somebody can get it, man, in that second Esdras, not second Esdras, Sirach. All right. Why are the people mourning? Okay. Why are they mourning, man? All right, that's Proverbs. That's Proverbs.
I got it. I've been holding.
Go ahead, bring it out, man.
This Proverbs chapter 29 and verse 2. It says, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn.
Hey, and that's showing you furthermore that Esau Edom is the wicked. All right?
Right.
Despite how crouched down he comes, all right? Despite how deceptive he comes, okay? Because to the naked eye, this devil would look like you know, the nicest person on the face of the planet Earth, man. He go to these different countries bearing so-called gifts, which these gifts be I'm trying to think of the best word to not get flagged, man. Pokies. He brings pokies to these different people who've been surviving all of this time, all right? He brings food, all right, that's tainted, all right? That's not really food at all, just substance, all right? And ultimately, he comes to be a devil, man, all right? But that's why I tell you, he know it. He have a short time, all right? Them horns are gonna show. You see, he gonna show them horns, man. He have no choice. This devil gonna go out with a bang. And that bang is going to consist of what? Jacob's trouble, man. Mm-hmm. All right? Which the Lord going to use this devil to put a hurting on 2/3 of the nation of Israel, man. He going to hurt y'all up. You know?
What the scripture say, a gift destroys the heart?
God, their heart has been destroyed, man. Of a fake gift. A gift is supposed to be something, all right, that benefits you in some sort of way. Right. All right? Yeah. This devil have given you the complete opposite, man. Things to destroy you, things to destroy your mind, man. All right, but that was get the Romans, and we're gonna work our way down.
I got it.
Come.
This is Romans 9.
Yep.
Verse 17. For the scripture saith unto Pharaoh, even for this same purpose have I raised thee up, that I might shew my power in thee.
That's right, man. So the Lord has given Esau Edom immense power in the earth, man. So much so that very few can rival him. All right, and not even just rival him, okay, but really be under him a little bit, man. All right. This devil still shakes fear in all of these other nations. Only now, in the present day, are we seeing, okay, signs of static, right, between these other nations, man. All right, believing that they truly have a shot in taking this devil down. All right, go ahead.
And it says, and that my name might be declared throughout all the earth.
That's right, man. Okay, so the Lord has given this devil power, technology. All right, the ICBM nuclear missiles, and all sorts of things in which, all right, we haven't even seen yet. The Lord gave this devil those things in order to what, man? To put him above all the other nations on the earth, all right? And then for Yahushua to come back and completely obliterate this devil, man, all right? With ease, you see? So much so that the Lord said this place will be destroyed in 1 hour, all right?
And if I may,
Yep.
just land backing off what the brother brought out in the Romans, they say the same thing in Exodus, the 9th chapter, which is speaking of Pharaoh, but we know that there's nothing new under the sun, and also the things that are written aforetime were written for our learning. So in Exodus 9 and 16, it say, and in very deed for this cause have I raised thee up for to show in thee my power, and that my name may be declared throughout all the earth. The same thing is happening right now in present time.
If I could say, hey, Pharaoh ain't gonna let the Israelites go.
Come on.
Okay? Esau don't want to let us go.
Come on, brother.
By way of what? The MOTB. Okay? He has furthered the affliction. All right? Our affliction was over with, man. We served our time. But this devil, instead of chattel slavery, he introduced what, man? All right? Corporate slavery.
Come on.
Okay? The rat race, right? Then he's about to furthermore, all right, try to put a device under your skin in your right hand or in your forehead to what? To make you subject unto him, man. To show ownership that he owns you. All right. So therefore, okay, since you wanna tamper with the apple of the eye, the Lord's eye, all right, he gonna destroy you, man. Okay, man, woman, and child, he gonna destroy you, man. Okay, and everything you built. Let's proceed. You got something?
Yeah,
Go ahead, bring it out.
This
Kabal, you got something? All right, go ahead.
all right. This Ecclesiastes chapter 3, starting at the top.
Uh-huh.
It says, to everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under the heaven.
Real quick. A season has a beginning and an end.
Yeah.
All right? Just like this kingdom. There's a beginning and an end. Go ahead, Op.
Yep. It says a time to be born and a time to die. A time to plant and a time to pluck up that which is planted. So, just like you got your seasons here on earth, your spring, summer, and fall. Early spring is the best time to start planting, your certain little plants. And then once the spring go on, your plants start to prosper. So it's just like this kingdom, okay, here in America. America had its time where it was planted, it was born, it started prospering. And now we living in the end of it, man.
That's right.
It's starting to get real hot and it's starting to wither away. It says, verse 3, a time to kill and a time to heal. We're in a time of killing, man. Okay, America is about to be destroyed. Okay, and right along with America, wickedness will be destroyed because the kingdom to come is going to be a righteous kingdom. Okay, so we served our punishment here in America, Babylon the Great. And there was a reason why we went through this. The reason we went through this is to see what not to be. All right, this was a wicked kingdom, and it prospered. So now we see, the cons of a wicked man being in rulership. Esau, Edom, man. And once we get the kingdom this time, starting with Yahushua, he's going to reign forever in a righteous kingdom, man.
Hey, read that last one more time. I got this brother got a precept for me. You might got to hold tight. We're going to get these brothers, you know what I mean?
I got you. This Ecclesiastes 3 and 3. A time to kill and a time to heal. A time to break down and a time to build up.
Yeah, we in a time of breaking down, all right? While America is under the vibration of building up, okay, with what? They're about to implement 6G, okay? They're about to try to connect 6G, okay, to the basically the Internet of Things. And then what they want to do with that is basically merge man with machine. Okay, they're trying to build up to what the NWO. You see, which they won't be able to. All right, because it's not time to build up. It's time to destroy. All right, it's time to pluck up. Okay, the scripture, the law is so cold, bro. Hey, the law said all throughout the scriptures, hey, the harvest is ripe. It's time to reap. You see, the reapers are coming to reap, man. It's not time to plant. That time is over with. Okay, you found it. Bring it out.
Um, this Jeremiah 51. I'm gonna just start at 7 because the brother brought it out a little earlier, but the point you're looking for it go down a little bit.
Yeah.
It's Jeremiah 51:7. It says, Babylon had been a golden cup in the Lord's hand.
Lift up your voice.
That made all the earth drunken. The nations have now drunk of her wine. Therefore, the nations are mad.
Hey, Babylon has been a golden cup, man. All right. This place has been a golden cup. You see? One more time. Read it over.
51, Jeremiah 51:7 again. It says, Babylon had been a golden cup in the Lord's hand that made all the earth drunken.
How did they make the earth drunken? By way of doctrine and philosophies, man. By way of witchcraft. Okay? By lies, by deception. You see? This devil went to all of these different nations and fed them some sort of lie and deception, man. Okay? So much so that they couldn't see that this was the devil that the Bible spoke of, man. All right? Go ahead.
It says, the nations have drunken of her wine. Therefore, the nations are mad.
That's right. Now they're seeing that this is a harlot. Okay? All the makeup is off this broad, man. Okay? And that's heavy how the Lord likened this devil unto a harlot. Because once you wipe that makeup off, what you see? All right? Blemishes within the skin. Okay? The ugliness of America is being exposed. All right?
Yeah, America means bitter.
Con. Hey, and what? Hey, these people are mad. All right? America has polluted their lands. You see? And that's what the devil come to do, man. Steal, kill, and destroy. That's it. That's his motive. All right? And there's nothing he can do to oppose his purpose. That's the purpose of the devil. That's the purpose of Esau, Edom. Go ahead.
Verse 8, it says, Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. Howl for her. Take balm for her pain. If so be, she may be healed.
That's right, man. Balm is what? All right, ointment. Okay? A healing agent. You see? Hey, but this whore's wounds are too grievous. It cannot be reversed. You see? And really anything is possible with the Lord, but it's not given unto these devils to rule, man. All right, any longer. You see? So the Lord has allowed this devil to pass the point of no return. All right? Why you think they got a doomsday clock? Who would think of that? Right? Because they know this place is gonna end. They know this. All right? They see this. Okay? Keep going.
It says, verse 9, we would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her, and let us go every one into his own country. For her judgment reacheth unto heaven, and is lifted up even to the skies.
And we're going to jump back to that Revelations 18, all right, since it brought it full circle, all right? But nevertheless, it said, we would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her, and let us go everyone into his own country, all right? Hey, these different Elamites, Ammonites, Moabites, all right? Ham, okay? All of these different nations are going to go back into their own countries, man, all right? Because what? The mirth is gone from America, all right? The dollar is depreciating by the day, okay? So the riches in which these people's, you know, fathers and grandfathers, all right, received from coming here to America, all right, opening up different, you know, stores and you know, different industries, okay? Those times are gone, man. The decadence is gone.
Yes, bro.
All right. So it will benefit them more to what? To go back to their country, man.
Come on, bro.
All right. The scriptures say so. You see, it don't take a blind man to see that America is bellying up, man. All right. This is a burning building, and whoever is coming here is you know, have some sort of, you know, deficiency in their brain, man.
Death wish.
That's a better way to say it. They have a death wish, man. All right. Nothing but death and destruction is in the future of America. All right.
If I may add, the brother brought out in Ecclesiastes is a time, and that time that is speaking of is, like we just said, the death. You know, Yahweh coming. You know, he's the only one worthy of opening up those seals. And when he comes, you know, he's bringing war. He's bringing famine. He's bringing death. These are the things that are on the horizon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Come.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, these are the things that's on the horizon, man. All right. And these people are asleep. They're in a slumber. All right. They don't understand. Okay, they can't hear the sirens. It's like we blowing a siren. All right, that has a pitch that only the elect can hear. All right. But go ahead.
It's like, I mean, because
right.
Yeah, but the scriptures say we pipe and they have not danced.
Yes, brother.
Mm-hmm. They can't get in with the tune of the vibration, right, of the words that we're saying, because the words that we're saying are the spirit, right, is of truth. And this place is filled with darkness and wickedness. And they just said to be destroyed with it, right? So they can't understand it or hear it. You got it.
God. Yeah, that's heavy, man. All right. You have something you want to bring out? I know we still got the revelation, but I'm just going down the line, getting brothers, you know, precepts. Come, once it comes. Nah, that brother got a hold tight. He brought out a lot. Let them brothers, you know, get their rocks off, man. Go ahead.
This Jeremiah 50 and 24. I have laid a snare for thee. That's Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. And who's he laid a snare for? Esau, Edom. And thou art also taken.
Where you at?
Jeremiah 50 and 24.
Go ahead.
Come, it says, and thou art also taken, O Babylon, and thou was not aware. Going back to the Obadiah the brother brought out, the pride of thine heart hath deceived thee, which we know the deceived and the deceiver go into given to Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, you know. And it says, thou art found and also caught, because thou hast striven against Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. And ain't nobody won against Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. The brother brought out earlier, say this kingdom, that kingdom, and the next kingdom. They all thought about ways in which they could make that kingdom last to forever, and it was never so. You got it, brother.
Yeah, that's heavy. All right. Okay, because what? It says they have striven against the Lord. How do these devils strive against the Lord? All right, defying his creations, man. All right, trying to surpass the limitations that the Lord put on humans, man. All right, calling on idols, false idols. Okay, using witchcraft to pretty much, you know, oppose the Lord, man. All right, that's how they have striven against the Lord. You see. That's it for right there. Wanna bring some out?
This second Ezra 9 and verse 5, for like as all is made in the world has a beginning and an end, and the end is manifested. And I brought that out because we're looking at the end of Esau Edom's kingdom. It's being manifested right before our eyes. Like you said,
if you gonna start that, let's just start at the top.
Done.
Because we brought this precept out yesterday, you know, pretty much going into what we went into yesterday was the different what you call that shit, man? The weather phenomenons that's been going on in the earth, man. All right? And we brought this scripture out. Go ahead.
Done. This second Ezra 9 and verse 1. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself. And when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world he made.
Hey, and all right, basically, the Lord had given us the blueprint to what? To identifying when this kingdom will be over. All right, the very same thing in which we were going into in the beginning, man. All right. About to grab some of them brothers. Come on. I got some brothers holding some shit. That's what I'm trying to see.
Who you got reading for you?
I got these two brothers.
All right.
You could take
I'm
that,
gonna
brother.
No, you good. Keep reading.
Come on.
Keep teaching.
Verse 3.
Go ahead.
Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of these things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning.
Hey, leave him. Come on. Yeah, But nevertheless, hey, the Lord spoke of these things from the beginning, man. Okay?
Verse 5. For like as all has been made in the world has a beginning and an end, the end is manifested.
Yep, going back into what we said, man. All right? Earlier in the article that brother had brought out. All right? Every kingdom had a beginning and an end. Go ahead to your that was it. That's all you had, Juan.
Yeah, that was it.
All right. Now them brothers had some shit. Go ahead with the Revelations.
Right, this is Revelations chapter 18, verse 3.
Uh-huh.
For all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication, and the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her.
That's right. These different kings of the earth, all right, your world leaders, okay, those that show up to the World Summit meetings, all right, those that dialogue on the betterment, all right, the so-called betterment of the world, all right. Now they're upset with America, with Babylon the Great, okay, because her philosophies, all right, her doctrines have brought nothing but what? Harm unto their people, man, unto their countries. You see? And shame. Man, you got I'm always trying to find a better word, but you got back pushers over there in the Middle East, man. All right? Hey, them dudes, they understand that that's off. All right? The Ammonites, the Moabites, they understand that that's off, man. The rainbow people. Okay? You got the small hats that are spearheading, all right, this wickedness, man. And you got America being what? The muscle behind it. All right. Also, hey, the all of these other nations have their women in check, man. All right. The women from these other nations see how American women, all right, Babylonian women operate, and what? They want to be like that. Okay? They want to mimic the actions. All right. We just seen a group of Edomite women listening to that song, man. All right, I don't know who make that song. They talk about scamming.
That's Pacific.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's
All right.
girls, that JT.
Yeah.
But nevertheless, you just had to, other nations won't be a part of that wickedness, man. And they got who? They got Jake as the forerunner of it.
Jake make it cool.
Mm-hmm.
That's why they get Jake. Guess what? You get Taylor Swift or any of them other Edomite women, no flavor. Guess what? That shit.
God. Say what you do.
Yeah, if I was gonna say, because you made a point earlier, okay, that the other nations, they know that the things in which they're teaching our people is going off. Okay, in Psalms, the 83rd chapter, it says that they were all confederate against me.
That's right.
Against us. Okay, so everything they're doing is to teach our people to go off from the Lord, man. But you got it.
Well,
Yep, I got you. This 2nd Esdras chapter 15, I'm gonna start at verse 5. It says, Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. And the point in verse 6, it says, for wickedness have exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled. We know, coming out of America is where the most wickedness is pushed throughout the four corners of the earth, man. Like you got them other nations, they women want to come over here and they want to be like the American women because of the so-called liberty that they have over here in America, man. Our American women can come out the house dressing however they want. You know what I'm saying? Young women in the house, come out the house dressing however they want. You got men out here, man. You also got predators out here in the world. But over here in America, you can come as you are and be who you want to be, man. And the rest of the world has adopted the same behaviors of America. You look at China and Japan, they got China and Japan is built. You know what I'm saying? It's Dana just like America. They got McDonald's, Burger King, fast food joints, the candy stores, all that, man.
Hey, convenience has ruled. Convenience ruled China, man. Yep. They have perfected convenience.
Crazy.
Like, man, I saw something where a guy had a meal in a box, and he pulled the string, and that joker cooked right in front of him. Man. No stove, no nothing, man.
Yeah, terrible.
Yeah. Now you right, Art. Keep going in that.
It says, yep. It says, 2 Ezra 15:7. Therefore saith the Lord, verse 8, I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness.
That's right. Hey, the Lord is no longer holding his tongue concerning the wickedness of America, man. All right. Why is the Lord no longer holding his tongue? Because the time is the season, all right, for the destruction of this place, man. All right. Now the Lord is speaking about the wickedness, which I know we still holding the Revelations 18. We will eventually get them, all right, because it has the meat of the matter, all right. That has the meat of the matter in which we're talking about. You see, the same wickedness that this brother is reading about that has filled the earth has pierced the heavens.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
You got free?
Yeah.
Bring it out.
It's Psalms 119, verse 126.
Uh-huh.
It is time for thee, Lord, to work.
Let's go.
For they have made void thy law.
Come on. And you could get Isaiah the 24th chapter.
Okay.
Because the pride of this devil has allowed him to do that, man. All right. And now the Lord here about the work. And what does the Lord work consist of, man? Repaying this devil for his wickedness, man.
Yeah.
All right.
If I can read it, the
Go
Lord
ahead.
work. It say 2 Ezra 15:5. Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the earth. The sword, famine, death, and destruction, man.
That's right.
It's the Lord's work.
Yeah, bring forth those birth pains, man. Seeing signs, I'm saying, throughout the earth, like earthquakes, upwards of the people, the economy collapsing. Hey, man, that's the Lord visiting the earth, man. You know what I'm saying? Because it's time for the Lord to work. Because, hey, man, there's too much wickedness that's going on, man. The wickedness got to be stopped, man.
Which we went into it yesterday. All right, going into what? Genesis the 6th chapter, man. All right, and around the 5th verse, when the Lord destroyed the earth the first time. All right.
Because if I can say real quick, to back y'all up, I can tell you in Matthew 24, the Lord said, if he didn't speed up the days, there's no flesh should be saved. So because of all the wickedness, all right, the Lord speeding up the time so he can hurry up and come get his remnant, and, set up his son over the kingdom and destroy America, man.
Matter of fact, keep reading.
I got you. It's,
Start at 8.
I got you. It's 2 Ezra 15 and verse 8. I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness, which they profanely commit. Neither will I suffer them in those things in which they wickedly exercise themselves. Behold, it says, behold, the innocent and righteous blood cry unto me, and the souls of the just complain continually.
That's right. While you have, people celebrating the independence of America, all right, the birth of America, right? We're here complaining continually, all right? Hey, we're crying out unto the Lord, man. We're begging the Lord to destroy America, all right? Despite all of this that's going on around us, we have taken time out on a Saturday all right, as young men in their 20s, okay, in the strength of their youth, to curse out America, to ask the Lord to bring upon the plagues of America that we may, all right, escape from this horror film. Go ahead, Doc.
Yeah, man, honestly, is crying out because once this devil fall, that's gonna be our Independence Day, man.
That's our
Yeah,
Independence
that's gonna be
Day.
ours, man. Cause this today is not ours, man. It's not for us, man.
Get
You
it
know what I'm saying? Cause then they, man, we still in our captivity, you know. But Lord, He about to give us, hey, man, our own Independence Day, man. Once, hey, man, He deliver us, man, from America, man.
Yeah, I got some. I got something to back you up. Don't worry about it. We here. You know. Hey, that's a beautiful point, man. Okay. Hey, these devils won't be able to do what we doing in the kingdom either. All right. They're not gonna be talking down. All right, on our day of independence, man. All right. They'll get obliterated. We'll beat the piss out them in the kingdom, man. All right, go ahead, bring it out. Jeremiah 16 and 14.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 16, verse 14. It says, therefore, behold, the days come, said the Lord, that it shall no more be said, the Lord liveth, that brought up the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt.
That's right, man. Signifying our day of independence, man. All right. And however we gonna say it in the Hebrew, right? It ain't gonna be the 4th of July. We gonna have Hebrew, you know, new numbers and days of the month. Okay. But nevertheless, we gonna celebrate our independence too, man. It says it right here. All right. Go ahead.
Verse 15, it says, but the Lord liveth, that brought up the children of Israel from the land of the north, and from all lands whither he had driven them. And I will bring them again into their land, and that I gave unto their fathers.
That's right, man. Hey, we're gonna receive the inheritance that the Lord promised unto our forefathers, man. Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, man. All right. We're gonna receive that land of milk and honey. Okay, and everything around it. You see, the earth. All right, the other planets. Yahushua said, hey, his father have many mansions. You see, that comes with our day of independence. And I'll be damned in the kingdom if we have some Edomites with a tripod, all right, and some all-fast doctrine cursing us out, man. It won't happen. They will be sought out immediately.
Talking about Edomites.
Yeah.
They ain't happy.
Yeah, nobody will oppose our Independence Day in the kingdom of heaven, man. Or else.
Nah, Jake might do that for a show.
Yeah.
I just gotta laugh at him, but
I'm saying it won't stand.
It won't stand,
man. You know, because we're going to get creative with these devils as well in the kingdom, man. Make them feel like they, you know, can rebel. Okay? Just to
so we can kick the ass. Yeah, you're right, huh?
Con. Yeah. We're going to have fun with them. Finish. Yeah, that's it. Go ahead.
It's Revelations chapter 15, verse 2. And I saw as it were a sea of glass mingled with fire, and them that had gotten the victory over the beast, and over his image, and over his mark, and over the number of his name, stand on the seat of glass, having the harps of the heavenly Father.
Break it down.
That's us getting in those chairs and seeing that fire. We got the victory. Yahushua came and delivered his elect.
Yeah. Also, when they say that sea of glass, all right, hey, it's gonna look like when we see all that flame and fire, all right, from the chariots, okay, it's gonna be, moving. I can't explain the how it's gonna look, man. All right.
Yeah, that's gonna be our fireworks, man. Just how today, man, people had popping fireworks. Hey, that's gonna be our fireworks, man. See, hey, man, throughout the firmament, man. Babylon being destroyed, man.
Right.
Hey, let's go verse 3 on. Verse 3.
And they sing the song of Moses, the servant of the heavenly Father, and the song of the Lamb, saying, great and marvelous are thy works, Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushai, just and true are thy ways, thou King of saints.
Yeah, man, just on the same song we were singing when we delivered from Egypt. And man, we were singing that same song, man, being delivered from the north, man. Just ain't the brother brought that Jeremiah 16, man. You know? So, hey, man, we're going to celebrate, man. Seeing those, hey, man, those fireworks, man. Those fireworks, those nuclear missiles, man. Here in this place. And we're going to, hey, man, finally, you know, come upon our own Independence Day, man. We free out of this captivity, man. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, I was about to get it right there, that song of Moses, man. That Exodus 15. All right? You about to grab it up?
Yeah, I'm on.
Come.
Let me start at
1.
This is Exodus chapter 15, verse 1. They're saying, Moses, the children of Israel, this song unto the Lord, and spake, saying, I will sing unto the Lord, for he have triumphed gloriously. The horse and his rider have he thrown into the sea. The Lord is my strength and song, and he is become my salvation. He is my power. I will prepare him a habitation, my father's power, and I will exalt him.
That's right, man. All right? Hey, that's what Moses saying. You see? The Lord is glorious and have triumphed. Okay? Which the Lord gonna do it again. All right? It's inevitable. That's pretty much, what this whole lesson is going into, that the destruction of America is inevitable. All right? This place will go down. You got to get your favorite one. You got to get your favorite one, huh? Yeah, that brother, that's his favorite precept, bro.
That's why I didn't get it. I was hoping eventually he was going to go.
You all right, bro.
Then I had him holding it. Second Ezra 4.
I got it.
Go ahead.
This is 2 Ezra chapter 4, verse 29. If therefore that which is sown be not turned upside down, and if the place where the evil is sown pass not away, they cannot come that is sown with good.
Hey, there go that word sown again from that Ecclesiastes 3, man. All right? It's time for this place to be uprooted, okay? The harvest is ripe, all right? This place must be uprooted in order for what? All right, the kingdom of heaven to be sown, man. Okay? It has to. Go ahead. That was it?
Yeah,
right. Righteousness can't be sown while wickedness is here, all right? So the first things first, the wickedness must be reaped. It must be plucked up, obliterated. All right? Go ahead.
Yeah, basically, I'm just keep on making this point, man. Hey, we can't have our Independence Day today, man. This devil fall, man. You know? Because as long as this devil in rulership, man, we still in captivity. You know?
Hey, Yahushua not about to share his rulership, man. All right? Yahushua is not about to share his rulership with no damn devil. Okay? Hey, get it where he say, where he say Yahushua gonna have many crowns on his head. I forget what Revelations that is.
Oh, I think 19.
God, get that. All right?
I can see it, bro. Because the Lord not about to debate with Edom, bro. Like, there ain't gonna be no, because America has a so-called democracy setup. Okay, where they like to debate to see what should be done or what. That ain't gonna be so in the kingdom, man. Okay, it's gonna be order through Yahushua on down. Okay, through righteousness, and it's gonna be that, and that's it, man.
That's it. There's no debating, no back and forth, no discussion. All right. The Lord has complete power, man, and he do whatsoever he will with that power. All right. And it's in his heart to what? To destroy this devil. That's in his heart already. All right. The Lord say vengeance is his. You see? He's pondering and meditating on destroying America. You think he gonna get here and get in a diplomatic setting? You think they gonna put Yahushua in a suit and tie and discuss it over coffee and fucking bagels? No. All right. The Lord not coming back to talk. He coming bring pain, man. All right. He coming through actions. He don't need to delegate nothing.
Yeah, I was gonna say, man, free us too, man. Start with these lights.
Come.
You know? Because they, man, Yahushua, man, he gonna grant us an Independence Day, man, not Esau, man.
Yep.
Good.
And that's going into what? All right. Our kinsman redeemer. You see? Yahushua, he about to redeem us, man. Okay? The Lord is about to redeem us from this devil, man. This captivity. All right? Go with that Revelation 19.
All right. This Revelation chapter 19 and verse 12. His eyes were as a flame of fire, and on his head were many crowns. And he had a name written that no man knew but he himself.
That's right, man. Hey, it said the Lord had on his head was many crowns. That don't mean a man gonna have fucking 5 crowns on his head, man. That don't mean that. I mean he gonna have all the power and authority over the whole earth, man. All right. He gonna have all of they power, man. Okay. These other nations won't have any power or say so. You see? Because what do you have? You have, all right, Russia think they up next. Iran think they up next. China think they up next. Okay? These different major players in prophecy believe that they're up next, not knowing that the Lord is simply using them, okay, to wear down this devil, man. All right? You want to sit down?
Yeah, I got it. Sure.
Go ahead, bring it up.
It's Revelation chapter 11, verse 15.
Yep.
And the 7th angel sounded, and there were great voices in heaven saying, the kingdoms, with an S, kingdoms of this world are becoming the kingdoms of our Lord and of his anointed, and he shall reign forever and ever.
That's right, man. I said one more time, man. The Lord not sharing power with you slant-eyed jabs either, man. All right? You fish heads. He ain't sharing power with y'all neither. All right? Or with you vodka drinking Russians, man. Okay? The Lord coming back, all right, to set up the kingdom of heaven. And the kingdom of heaven have nothing to do with you devils. All right? All you other heathens. You just gonna get in order. You just gonna get in line. All right? Simple and plain. Or else. All right? Bring it out.
This 2nd Esdras chapter 13. I'm gonna start at the top. And it came to pass after 7 days, I dreamed a dream by night, and lo, there arose a wind from the sea that it moved all the ways thereof.
Where you started at? I
started at the top. 2nd Esdras 13.
Yep.
And it says, I'm gonna read verse 2. And lo, there arose a wind from the sea that it moved all the waves thereof. In verse 3, and I beheld, and lo, that man waxed strong with the thousands of heaven, and when he turned his countenance to look, all things trembled that were seen under him.
Heavy.
Yep, that's Yahushua, man. All right.
And
Cracking,
the angels, yeah.
and the angels, yep. Cracking the clouds, man. All right, when Yahushua come back, he coming back with outer world power, outer world glory, man. So when he come back, the world has never seen a power like this. So everything that's here on the planet Earth is going to tremble, man. The scriptures tell you man's heart's going to be filling them of fear. All right, Yahushua is coming back in a terrible way, man.
I will not beat the as a man.
Yeah, kind of.
Because when he first came on the scene, man, he was a man. He was able to, get pierced.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? But when he come back, man, he going to come back as a man. The heavenly power, man.
An angelic force.
Angelic force, man.
I'm going to read a little bit more.
Yep.
Verse 4, it says, and
real quick,
you got it.
I'm going to get you to continue, but go ahead with that Revelation 1 and 7.
All right. This is Revelations 1 and 7. Behold, he cometh with clouds, and every eye shall see him, and they also which pierced him, and all kindreds of the earth shall wail because of him.
All right, and to wail is to lament, man, to cry out, to scream. They're going to scream. Y'all know that sensation of fear when like your whole body is tense because you don't know, you so afraid of whatever it is that's scaring you, like your body, your bowels is all fucked up, man. Hey, they gonna have that. And like you said, some people gonna overpass that sensation and pass. They're gonna transition. All right? They're gonna expire on the mere sight of Yahushua, man. Like that. The light gonna lead their eyes, man. Okay? Well, we watched that Bleach, all right? That's it. Hey, Yahushua's spiritual pressure gonna be killing people, man.
That's it.
Real. The spiritual pressure, once he enter the atmosphere, hey, all the whole creation is gonna recognize Yahushua when he come back. The animals, everything. You see, everything is gonna recognize, all right, the presence of Yahushua. Soon as he breaks forth into the atmosphere, man. All right. Hey, they showed that in I always speak about it. Independence Day, the second movie, man. All right. Before the fathership came back, okay, you had the so-called aliens, which they used that to depict, all right, the prophets, all right, and the angels, you see. But they had two so-called aliens that were locked in Area 51, all right. But they felt the presence of Yahushua, all right, that fathership, and they were celebrating, all right. They had to sound the alarm because they didn't know what was happening, all right, to the aliens, and they was like, something's going wrong. And the guy who was an expert said, they're not crying, they're celebrating. And it was asking, why are they celebrating? And when they looked on the radar for space, it was a massive fathership coming to get them.
Talking about Independence Day, huh?
Yeah, the second one.
Oh, okay.
You ever seen this? No, that was the second one. I'm positive. Because after the first one, they had took down some of those ships and they captured some of those aliens and they put them in cells to study them.
Second one they came down.
Yeah, the second one they came got.
Yes,
I know they did it in the first one too. When that giant ship first pulled up, they were celebrating. They were like, "What's going on?"
No, I'm talking about the aliens.
Yeah.
No, that was human beings celebrating in the beginning.
I'm talking about the first one when remember when
Let's
they
talk about that. Go ahead.
There's Philippians chapter 2, verse 11, verse 10.
Mm-hmm.
That at the name of Yahushua, every knee shall bow, of things in heaven and things in earth and the things under the earth, man. And every tongue shall confess that Yahushua Mashiach is Lord, to the glory of the Most High, the Father.
Heavy.
That's plain, man. So every knee shall bow, man. Everybody will put respect on Yahushua's name, man. You know, go ahead.
Yeah, because like you said, okay, what you quoted it, he will not meet thee as a man.
Yeah.
They have never seen our Lord in this form, man. Okay, which in so like they ain't never seen him in his full glory, man. So when he do crack those clouds, okay, and come in with that massive host of heaven, okay, like y'all said, man, everybody's gonna get down. But you got it.
What else, man?
What else? You know? But hey, that's the future of America. These people don't believe that.
Right.
All right? And that's why the scriptures talk about they slumber. They're in a state of slumber. You see? You think that dude care about Yahushua coming back? No. He don't even know. Nor does he want to know. You can get the rest of what you wanted in that second Ezra.
Yeah, back in 2nd Ezra 13 and verse 4. And whensoever the voice went out of his mouth, all they burned that heard his voice, like as the earth filleth when it filleth the fire. And we know when Yahushua come back, he coming back with the chariots, man. And out of them chariots, what's gonna be happening? All right, they're gonna be shooting out laser beams, man. All right, fire, burning the earth, man. It says on verse 5, and after this I beheld, and lo, there was gathered together a multitude of men out of number from the four winds of heaven to subdue the man that came out of the sea.
Hey,
all right,
go ahead.
Yeah, you got these other nations, man. All right, that's gonna try to fight against our Lord.
Yep.
Now the Lord is what? He's a man of war, so he wants to fight, man. Because they say in the scripture somewhere else, it might be up in here where it says, yet there's fight.
Yeah, it's further down.
Yeah, you know, because they're gonna be afraid, but they're gonna fight anyway. Because Yahweh is a man of war, and he want his son, you know, come down here and take over, man.
Yeah, that was that Exodus 15 and 3. We just read 2, but the third verse went into that.
Yeah.
You want to make a point?
Oh yeah, I want to say that. Basically, yeah, man. Like Yahushua, he gonna come in the midst of World War III. Yeah. You know, we all nations go be fighting each other. You know, they made Yahushua and the angels, man. They gonna come as he. Remember watching WWE? You know, the Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
Yahushua, man, gonna come just as that, man. You know, they all they gonna focus on Yahushua, man. Go ahead.
It says, 2nd Ezra 13:6, but I beheld, and lo, he had graved himself a great mountain and flew up upon it. And like you said earlier, that's that fathership, man.
That's right.
It says, but I would have not seen the region or place where out the hill was graven, and I could not. So the fathership is so massive, man. You can't see the beginning of it, and you can't see the end of it.
Yeah, it's gonna pass the whole earth, man.
Yes,
you know.
Bring darkness upon the earth,
Yes,
you know.
yeah.
It says, the last verse, 2nd Ezra 13:8, and after this I beheld, and lo, all they that which were gathered together to subdue him were sore afraid, and yet there's fight. Yeah, man, and the Lord gonna put the spirit on them to try and counter attack Yahweh Shai, man. All right, so Yahweh Shai and the angels get busy, all right, and make an example of it. Can't nobody fuck with him. All right, they finna make an example. Okay, this is the one, man. This is the man. The whole earth gonna see. You know what I'm saying? He's not to be fucked with, you know? Excuse my friend.
Yeah, sometimes it gotta be brought out raw like that, man. All right. Sometimes it just have to be that way. All right. And if you soft and you bent up in a bent all out of shape about it, this might be the wrong thing for you, man. All right. Because nothing that what this brother said was false or not correct. It was all true. All right. Sometimes it's just that vulgar. Okay. Sure, you might as well coast through it, man. We in it.
It says, 2nd Ezra 13:9, and lo, as he saw the violence of the multitude that came, he neither lifted up his hand, nor held sword, nor any instrument of war, because Yahweh Shai not gonna get dirty. Right? He not gonna have blood on his garment. Okay, he just gonna be directing and commanding, man. Everything gonna move at his voice. You know, whatever he tell the angels do, they gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? Whatever he want the chariot to do, is gonna do it.
Also, when they say he ain't pick up no sword or anything, hey, he coming with them chariots with them lasers, man. You know, it's finna describe those lasers, all right? Hey, these different instruments of war that Esau got, they can't contend with heavenly technology, man. All right? Because that's all the chariots are. That's all those lasers are. Hey, that's the Lord technology, man. That's heavenly tech. Okay? This earthly tech is only secondary to the Lord's tech, man. Esau has nothing that can trump the things in which the Lord is about to bestow upon this earth, man. Nothing. Not none of his rail guns, laser guns, none of that, man. None of that. Okay? Go ahead.
If you ever look at them top UFO, specialists or whatever, they go into them, they've been seeing them for years or whatever, they still to this day can't understand how the chariots move in the ways that they do. They be like, man, they operate outside of physics. You know what I'm saying? Like how the chariots be able to zap one direction and go back the other way. Esau don't have no technology like that. Backing up.
They go in the water, man. But y'all doing one of the brothers did a lesson on it, man. I didn't want the brothers run a check on the video of how they had the chair. They went underwater, man.
And it didn't break the surface of the water, man. Yes. It didn't cause a splash.
Yeah, that's cool.
All right.
That's cool.
Don't run out of gas.
We're talking about vehicles that defy physics. All right. Everything that is taught in physics, quantum physics, all of those things. The chariots defy those things, man. It challenges all of these different guys who have devoted their lives into the studies of physics. They cannot explain it. All right. The Secretary of Defense, he was perplexed at the technology in which these angels are operating, man. He said that, hey, we're 1,000 years behind. Okay. You see, that's how far ahead the heavenly technology is, man, from this devil. All right. To perform a 90-degree turn at full speed.
That's one of the things in which we see in some of those clouds, how the chariots was making multiple 90-degree turns back to back, man. You know how long it takes a plane to turn? A jet or any form of anything that Esau have obtained, man. It can't do that.
Let me see apocrypha. This is a 90-degree angle. All right, the corner of this book. All right, right here, this is a 90-degree angle. And that's what the chariots were doing at the drop of a dime, man. All right? Go ahead.
Yeah, just to back them up, that's why the scripture says the wisdom of this world is foolishness to the Lord. Because they think, oh man, we can make these things do all these things, and the Lord like, that's child's play, man. Let me show you one thing these chariots can do. Just one chariot can outtop anything you do, because they had plenty of videos where fighter pilots were chasing the chariot, and they just do something that totally blows their mind because their laws of physics say it can't be done.
Hey, those chariots be just playing around, man. All right? Just literally just playing around. All right? These devils shooting at them, okay? These different countries shooting at them with anti-aircraft technology, all right? But to no avail. They can't lay a hand on not one angel, like this brother just said, man. All right? So the hell with that idea that these devils had when they played it out in Independence Day with this fucking guy, man, Will Smith.
Yeah.
All right, taking down a chariot, punching a damn, angel. That ain't gonna never be. Go ahead, huh?
Even the thing which they did with what's his name, Thanos. Okay, these things in which they create ain't gonna be no miraculous thing that you one little puny Edomite is gonna come save from your house side, bro. What are we talking about?
I mean, that's a fantasy to them, and that's why they create these movies, man. But truly in their heart, they know it can't happen. Let's continue on with that scripture.
This 2nd Esdras chapter 13, and
you was at verse 10.
Verse 10. It says, "But only I saw that he sent out of his mouth as it had been a blast of fire, and out of his lips a flaming breath, and out of his tongue he cast out sparks and tempests." Yep.
Keep going.
Verse 11. "And they were all mixed together, the blast of fire, the flaming breath, and the great tempest, and fell with violence upon the multitude which was prepared to fight, and burned them up, everyone, so that upon a sudden of an innumerable multitude nothing was to be perceived, but only dust and smell of smoke. When I saw this, I was afraid."
That's right, man. Okay? What we just read, all right, Esdras was given a vision, okay, of the weapon of the Lord, man. A weapon of the Lord that Yahushua, all right, is going to destroy that multitude with, all right, that multitude of the different armies, all right, the united armies of the world, okay, which he's going to destroy them with, man. All right? It said the tempest was mixed together. It says sparks, the flame of flaming breath. Hey, that's crazy, man. All right, that's depicting, all right, those concentrated missiles, not missiles, lasers, man. All right, that's what's coming, man. You see, that's how the Lord is gonna strike fear, all right, in the earth.
Yeah, so hey, man, y'all sure you about to bring some fireworks, man. In a real way.
Yeah, he about to bring. You always had that one uncle that gonna spend hundreds of dollars on the fireworks. I was shy about to be that one uncle, man. All right.
Fine, all of it.
Go ahead with that Daniel, Zach.
I got one.
Get that first, and then we'll get the Daniels.
This Isaiah 66 and 15. It says, "For behold, the Lord will come with fire.
Yep.
And with his chariots like a whirlwind, to render his anger with fury, and his rebuke with flames of fire."
And that just go to show you, all right, that this world, they believe that Yahushua is coming back with peace. He's coming back giving out gift baskets and shit. All right? No, the Lord just say he coming back to render his anger, all right, upon this wicked ass nation, man. All right, this wicked ass kingdom. He's coming back to quench his vengeance. All right? That was it. You got more?
Verse 16, it says, "For by fire and by his sword will the Lord plead with all flesh. That go that word plead again.
Plead again. Plead again. All right? To destroy, to vindicate. All right? To recompense. Those were some of the synonyms in which that word went into. All right? When the brother had got that. You see? Go ahead, huh?
It says, and the slain of the Lord shall be many.
Yep. Hey, the Lord coming to kick ass, man. All right? And take names later. He ain't even gonna take names. All right?
Already got the name.
Yeah. They're already written down, man. And designated for destruction, man. That's destiny. What would you create, Doc?
Right? Matthew 10, verse 34.
Yep.
Think not that I come to send peace on earth. I came not to send peace, but a sword.
What's so hard about understanding that? That's plain. The Lord literally said he's not, and that's in red letters, man. All right? The Lord said he's not coming to bring peace upon the earth. All right? If he was, then his kingdom would never be set up. You see? Through destruction is true peace created. All right? That's the only way. In order for Yahushua's kingdom to be set up, this one must be destroyed, like that second essence that brother had brought out, man. All right? Don't worry about it. We damn near at the 2-hour mark anyway. Go ahead, bring it out.
This is Isaiah 47 and 3. Thy nakedness shall be uncovered. Yeah, thy shame shall be seen. I will take vengeance, and I will not meet thee as a man.
Yeah. Go ahead. Bring it out.
It's just backing up Matthew 10 and 34. The Lord ain't coming back to be nice. He coming to fuck shit up. You got it.
It say he won't meet these people as a man, which that brother explained it right earlier. All right? Hey, the Lord not coming to bullshit, man. He coming to set his kingdom up. All right? And it's almost like you got these devils are squatters in his domain, man. All right? In which he got to get them out. All right? He got to get them out. You see? Go ahead, bring it out.
Jeremiah 25. I'm gonna start at 30. Therefore prophesy thou against them all these words, and say unto them, the Lord shall roar from on high, and utter his voice from his holy habitation. He shall mightily roar upon his habitation. He shall give a shout as they that tread the grapes against all the inhabitants of the earth. A noise shall come even to the ends of the earth, for the Lord has a controversy with the nations. He will plead with all flesh.
There you go again.
And he will give them that are wicked to the sword, said the Lord.
3 times for understanding. It was brought out 3 times, man. All right, that word plead. Okay? So it's overstood. All right?
Bro, nothing about the coming of the Lord screams peace, brother.
Give Joel 2 and 1.
Verse 31. A noise shall come even to the ends of the earth. For the Lord, I read that. Verse 32. Thus said the Lord of hosts, behold, evil shall go forth from nation to nation.
Real quick. Hey, the Lord said he had a controversy with the nations. All right? He have a controversy with the way they are doing things. All right? With the way they are treating his people. With the way they are ruling. All right? And pretty much, doing things, man. But nevertheless, hey, the Lord. Yeah. A big country ass nigga finna go celebrate the 4th of July, man. The Lord got a controversy with that. That shit's sick, man. And if you a Jake out there, man, and you celebrating the 4th of July, hey, you bugged out, you wicked. You got a devil on you. You got Satan on you. Go ahead, Doc.
Starting back at the top, Jeremiah 25 and 32. Thus said the Lord hosts, behold, evil shall go forth from nation to nation, and a great whirlwind shall be raised up from the coast of the earth. We know that great whirlwind is Yahushua coming in that giant fathership. Verse 33. And the slain of the Lord shall be at that day from one end of the earth even unto the other end of the earth. And they shall not be lamented, neither gathered, neither buried. They shall be as dung upon the ground. And that's the Lord saying, when he destroyed them people, you ain't gonna have nobody there to bury them. They just gonna lay there, they dead bodies just gonna lay up on the ground like shit, like a
shit.
piece of shit, basically.
Like dung, man. All right. Go ahead. Whoever got it, the Wisdom of Solomon.
Yeah, this Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 18, verse 15. It says, thine almighty word leaped down from heaven out of thy royal throne as a fierce man of war into the midst of a land of destruction. Verse 6.
Do that sound like a man that's coming now, all right, to give out lollipops and hugs and shit and balloons, right? What the Christian church, okay, believes as the coming of the Lord is completely contrary to what the things in which the scriptures are explaining. All right? Clean contrary. There's no gray area in between it, man. We're saying that the Lord is coming back to kill, to destroy, all right? To right the wrongs in which the inhabitants of the earth have committed, man. And by way of that, they have to expire. You see? But I think they got one more verse. Go ahead.
Wisdom of Solomon 18 and verse 16. And bought thine unfeigned commandment as a sharp sword, and standing up filled all things with death, and it touched the heaven, but it stood upon the earth.
Yeah. So let me get this straight. The Almighty Word is about the leap from the right-hand side of the throne of Yahweh, all right? Which, who's sitting at the right-hand side of the throne of Yahweh, man? Yahweh Shai. That's not talking about just some words just floating in a throne, man.
Right.
No, that's talking about Yahweh Shai, okay? He embodies the word, man. You see? It says he's gonna leap off the throne. As soon as he's given the word, he's going, man. All right? That's what the Lord is coming to do. Hey, I think that's the thing that stung me last time too, bro. You see it? Yeah. I know. Yeah, I got a controversy with that. Get that Daniel, Doc.
Daniel 7 and 13. And I saw in a night vision, and behold, one like of the Son of Man came with the clouds of heaven, and came to the Ancient of Days, and they brought him near before him. Verse 14. And there was given him dominion, and the glory, and a kingdom, that all people, nations, and languages should serve him. His dominion is everlasting dominion, which shall not pass away, and his kingdom that which shall not be destroyed.
All right, and I brought this out, okay, to show you the severity of Yahweh Shai's dominion, man. All right, the power that the Lord have given him. You see, Yahweh Shai earned everything that he was given. You see, all power and glory, all dominion. Okay, that's what Yahweh Shai is coming to establish on the face of the planet Earth. All right, but first there must be bloodshed. All right, wickedness must be rid from the earth. You see, it has to happen. The Lord have to strike fear into the hearts, all right, of these other nations. All right, and the Lord have a multitude of ways in which he gonna do it. Believe that. Hey, watch that shit, boy. That shit flew right by on up to that touch your head. It's gone, but go ahead with your precept, bro.
All right. Down it's Isaiah 63, starting at the top. Who is this that cometh from Edom with dyed garments from Basra? This that is glorious in his apparel, traveling in the greatness of his strength. I that speak in righteousness, mighty to save. Wherefore art thou red in thine apparel, and thy garments like him that treadeth in the wine fat?
Right. So real quick, to bring some edification of what you're reading, all right, what's first and foremost, it says that he coming from Edom with dyed garments from Basra, all right? Basra was a chief place, all right, in which in the land of Edom. You see? And what's the chief place of the land of Edom today, man? America. You see? This is that chief place, all right, in which the Edomites dwell. Go ahead, well, real quick, it's asking a question. It says, "Wherefore art thou red in thine apparel, and thy garments like him that treadeth in the wine fat?" Because in the ancient world, when a winemaker wanted to make wine, right? The first thing you would do is gather the grapes, right? Which goes into what? That harvest, that reap, which we were talking about, all right? Okay, the Lord is gathering, okay, the grapes, and then what? He's going to tread upon them, all right? They're collected and they're put into a wine press, all right? And you have to stomp them down and extract the juice from them, all right? Or the blood of the grapes. You know, brothers refer to wine as the blood of the grapes as well, man. All right? So that's the process in which this is describing. It's saying that the Lord gonna have so much blood on his garment, all right, that it's gonna seem like he went tread the wine fats, man. All right, go ahead.
Back you up. And that's just metaphorically speaking. Lord, like you said, he's not getting out of that partnership. He don't have to. That's just showing you the death toll that it's gonna be. Like we just read in that Jeremiah, it's gonna be from one end of the earth even to the other. So think about all the blood he's gonna have on his hands, metaphorically behind that.
Well, the scriptures tell you that the blood gonna be high as the horse's bridle, man. All right. Hey, the Lord about to do some blood shedding, all right, that has never been seen before on the face of the planet Earth, man. All right. No, hey, nobody has ever seen this amount of blood that the Lord is about to bring forth, man. All right. Who was reading? You was reading. Go ahead.
I have trodden.
Read the verse again.
Verse 2.
Verse 3.
Yeah, Isaiah 63:3.
Mm-hmm.
I have trodden the winepress alone, and of the people there was none with me. For I will tread them in my anger and trample them in my fury, and their blood shall be sprinkled upon my garments, and I will stain all my raiment.
That's right, man. All right, there won't be none of these other countries to be able to say they helped the Lord in that day, man. All right, he don't need it. Okay, he don't need it. He don't need help from Russia, China, Iran, none of them. All right. That's why I say he's gonna try in the wine press alone. You see, he's not gonna share his glory that he bled, all right, and died for. The Lord died for the glory in which he received, man. All right? So he's not about to share that. Okay? Keep going, all right?
Verse 4. For the day of vengeance is in mine heart, and the year of my redeemed is come.
And see, that's what I was talking about earlier, man. You think the Lord ain't sitting on the right hand of the throne of Yahweh, okay, pondering on his vengeance. I know the Lord probably like, yeah, I'm gonna come in like this from the east, and I'm gonna come in with the the angel gonna blow the horn, and like he's pondering how he's about to come, all right, how he gonna stand on that fathership and peer down, like he's pondering these things, and you think he's just gonna change his mind? Nope. All right, no. The things in which the Lord pondering on gonna happen, because he got the power to do so, man. Keep going.
Verse 5. And I looked, and there was none to help, and I wondered that there was none to uphold. Therefore my own army brought salvation unto me.
My own arm.
Oh, come. My own arm brought salvation unto me, and my fury it upheld me.
Yeah, you could get 6.
And I will tread down the people in my anger, and make them drunk in my fury, and I will bring down their strength to the earth.
That's right, man. All right. Further expounding on how the Lord gonna do it himself, man. All right. He don't need no help from these other nations, which it says his own strength. All right. Going into what? His own power, his own might, man. All right. Lord say he coming with the forces of the angels. You see, traveling in the strength of his glory, and then what? On top of that, he gonna have the elect. All right. the elect gonna, you know, hey, shoot up with him.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, get these devils. Okay, you wanna say something?
Yeah, just backing up what you said earlier, because you was like, you know, the Lord, He's pondering on these things, and He's not about to change His mind. Because you got to understand, see, the Lord, Yahweh Shema Shai, they exist outside of time. The scriptures tell us that, what it say, 1,000 years to us is a day to the Lord. All right, we living in what, that second day. So it ain't been long for Yahweh Shai as far as what He went through, man, when He was here on the earth. So you could imagine the anger that's still
like
built
2
up.
days and some change.
Yeah, come on.
2 days and some change.
2 days and some change, man. So that anger is still on Yahweh Shai, man. For what, you know, our people sold them out, and the Romans, you know, executed them, man.
Yeah, they time frame is different. All right, they scale in a scale of time is different, man. All right, but you was holding something up.
That Joel.
Yeah, get
And
that.
I got the ammo.
All right, go ahead.
This Joel 2:1. It says, "Blow ye the trumpet in Zion, and sound the alarm in my holy mountain. Let all the inhabitants of the land tremble, for the day of the Lord cometh, for it is nigh at hand."
That's right. Okay. Wait, we was talking about, all right, the return of Yahweh Shai, all right, the things in which he intends to do when he does break through the atmosphere, all right, and shows his presence upon the earth. Okay. It says everybody gonna tremble at the day of the Lord, at the day of the coming of the Lord, man. Go ahead.
I can read these ammos right quick.
Now read verse 2.
That's all right. This Joel 2:2. It says, "A day of darkness and of gloominess, a day of clouds and of thick darkness, as the morning spread upon the mountains, a great people and a strong, there had not been ever the light, neither shall be any more after it, even to the years of many generations."
And I'm gonna get you to get your Amos, but we gonna come back into that too. We talk about them ICBM nuclear missiles, man. All right, but nevertheless, it says a day of darkness and a day of gloominess, a day of clouds and of thick darkness, man. All right, that's what the day of the Lord is gonna look like. All right, ain't gonna be nobody going set up a fishing shit on the lake in the day of the Lord, man. All right, going lay out on the grass, on the luscious grass. All right, catching the last little rays of sun. All right, before the sunset. Okay, barbecuing and fiddling with the butterflies and shit. There ain't gonna be none of that, man. It's gonna be a day of thick darkness. Okay, people gonna be scared, man. All right, go ahead with your Amos, huh?
This Amos 5:18. It says, "Woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord. To what end is it for you? The day of the Lord is darkness and not light."
What is it to you? All right, what is the day of the Lord? Read it again, Babakasha.
Amos 5:18 again. It says, "Woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord. To what end is it for you?" Question mark.
Which we know that word woe goes into what? Destruction. Woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord, man. All right, because what? It's not what you think. The day of the Lord is not what you think, man. All right? Hey, these people think they about to, you know, so-called get raptured up before the events unfold. All right? Big Mama, they went to church consecutively for 40 years straight, never missed a sermon. All right? She's been loyal to Pastor Big Pants. All right? She thinks she gonna get raptured out, man. All right? And that's not so. Okay? That's not so, man. The complete opposite is gonna happen. And you can look forward to that Ezekiel 9:4, man. Spell not old or young. All right? Big Mama with the flabby arms that cook a mean potato salad, you gonna get destroyed too. All right? Them sweet potato pies, all that. Yeah. Big Mama got to go though. There's no other way around it. All right? Wickedness have no respects of persons, neither do judgment. All right? That was it in that. Go back to that Joel.
This Joel 2 and 3.
Yep.
It says a fire devoured before them, and behind them a flame burning.
A fire devoured before them. What does that go into, man? All right? Those warheads of those ICBM nuclear missiles. All right? At the tip of that missile, all right, there's a warhead that's been strategically placed right there, all right, to maximize the destructive capabilities of this missile, man. All right? Then it also said what? A fire devoured after it?
And behind them, a flame burning.
A flame burning. What is that flame? The thrusters. Okay? The thrusters are the fueling system. All right? They propel that missile. When you see them missiles, all right, that's in the silos, and they shoot up, all right, and they have all that smoke and fire behind it, that's what that's describing. All right? Them silos open up like this, and you see the tip of that missile just coming out. It's being propelled, all right, by those thrusters. You see? And that's how cold the Lord is. Look how he gave these men the speech, all right, the words, okay, to describe these very things to a T. Thousands of years, okay, in the past, man, in the ancient world. That's heavy. That's heavy, bro. To do what? All right? To warn the men of the Lord in these times, man. That he that read it may run. You see? Habakkuk the 2nd chapter, man.
Like you said, those men, they ain't never seen nothing like that, bro.
Right.
So the Lord had to kind of get on this. They described it the best they can, but to us now, it's simple.
You know, when we went into that the whole series of Revelations, all right, we went down all the different breakdowns. I actually had a cousin of mine who was watching this guy on TikTok basically try to describe I think that's Revelations the 9th chapter, all right, pretty much going into the locusts, all right, and I'm just looking at my cousin like, bro, you have no idea. It's just not given unto you, man. All right, which John the Revelator gave the best interpretation he possibly could. You see, but nevertheless, you want to say something?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Think about how mind-boggling it had to be living in that time. You never seen anything close to that. Now you seeing something through the sky, and you like, oh shit. You seen us shooting out certain stuff, but we ain't gonna go into it. It's not for the world to know what it's really talking about. But to see it, and you never seen that before, think about how scared they had to be, and the Lord still had to put the spirit on them like, hey, even though they're scared, I need you to speak that.
Hey, a lot of the prophets, all right, spoke about waking up sweating, all right, you know, just being sore afraid. Okay, I remember what that is in Tobit. It was going into it in Tobit too, man. All right, but keep reading in that.
Joel 2 and 3. See,
You gonna get it right now? Yeah, I get it. Good.
This is Matthew chapter 13, verse 17. For verily I say unto you that many prophets and righteous men have desired to see those things which ye see, and have not seen them, and to hear those things which ye heard, and have not heard them.
And look how cool the Lord is. He made the spirits of the prophets subject unto the prophets, all right, so that they could see the very same things they wrote about and prophesied about in the times right now, man, in the present day. That's how cool the Lord is, all right? You're going to write about it, you're going to prophesy about it, then you're going to see it for yourself. What? Come on, man. Man, this Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai we talking about, man. All right? You want to say something?
Yeah, I want to see it so yeah, you know. as terrifying as it was, man, for those men. You know what I'm saying? To visualize those things, you know what I'm saying? To see it, you know, being basically, yeah, you know, seeing that those visions, man. You know, but yet, you know, it's you know, they rejoice as well. You know what I'm saying? Especially now, man. Hey, those men's coming back. You know, in these times, man. You know, seeing it, man. You know, plain as day. You know, because they all it brings forth is that, hey, you know, our kingdom. You know, that's why, hey, man. You know, I say, man, hey, you know, destruction gotta come for our kingdom. You know?
It's heavy that you went into that, right? Because it was scary in those days, all right. But now we understand, all right. We got the faith to couple it, all right, with the things in which we have learned. We got the faith to understand that, you know, Lord willing, we are that hopeful elect, and we'll be saved out of it. You know, that's the beauty about it, man. All right, and hey, don't get me wrong, Jake not gonna sit up here and say that these things that we read and that come to pass are not spooky. Oh, they very much so spooky. All right, but like I always say, man, you know, hey, though you might be spooked, we're not afraid, man. Okay, because what? Fear is what? The betraying of what you already know. We already know the Lord gonna stand for the elect. All right.
Yeah, it's not. It's really it's not for us, man. It's for the wicked.
That's right.
You know, the destruction, yeah, what the destruction that the Lord's about to bring is for the wicked, man. It's not for us, man.
So when you're reading Joel the second chapter, which we're gonna continue to get into it and get into the you know the breakdown of it, all right, that's not for the elect, man. That's not for the righteous. Okay? So it's really nothing to be afraid of, man. The only thing that you should be afraid of is not being of that number. That's the most scariest thing about this truth. Not knowing if you're gonna be of that number. All right? Go ahead, huh?
Joel,
Cause it's finna get graphic. It's finna get real. Hey, the Lord detailed, all right, his destruction to a T. All right? Go ahead.
throughout the scriptures,
In order to what? All right, because Paul said we persuade men, all right, through the terror of the Lord, man. So the Lord get real descriptive with his terror. Though we may be persuaded, man, that we don't fall into the same boat as the wicked. Go ahead, Art.
Joel 2 and 3 again, it says, a fire devoured before them, and behind them a flame burneth. The land is as the garden of Eden before them, and behind them a desolate wilderness. Yea, and nothing shall escape them.
Yeah, and Salaki, I'm gonna go back up to verse 2 and get the latter part of verse 2 because it says, neither shall there be any more after these, all right, even unto the years of many generations. What is the years of many generations? The kingdom of heaven, man. All right. After this, get Isaiah the 9th chapter and verse 6. All right. You was holding it? You be holding everything, man. That man be holding precepts. He a precept holder. All right, but nevertheless, hey, when these ICBM nuclear weapons are detonated, all right, and shot off to the ends of the earth to destroy America, there won't be any more ICBM nuclear missiles, man. All of them gonna be used. Okay. Hey, the book of Ezekiel go into what? All right, all of the weapons of warfare shall be put into a pile and burned. All your tanks, Humvees, grenades, stun grenades, rifles, pistols, knives, all of those things will be heaped together and destroyed, man.
Yeah, there ain't gonna be no more war in the kingdom, man.
It won't be no need.
No need, yeah, man.
War is a after the diplomatic conversations are no longer been able to reach a point. War is the act of taking power. You see, if Yahushua gonna have all the power, what they gonna need the war for, man? All right, scriptures tell you we gonna become the weapons. You see, and we gonna exact judgment.
We joint heirs, man.
That's right.
See, I'm gonna get this for you right quick.
Go ahead.
In the AI overview, okay, when you look up why do war happen, okay, it said wars fundamentally happen as a result of failed bargaining between political groups.
That's right, man.
So, like you said, ain't gonna be no need for no war in the kingdom.
Probably in and out on this Joel.
It's like you said, ain't gonna be no need for no war in the kingdom, man. Cause like we brought out earlier, the Lord not debating with nobody in the kingdom. He ain't gonna be that. So war is never gonna be a thing, man. You either gonna listen or you ain't. You gonna be put down for it, man.
But yeah, what I was gonna say is, in the kingdom, who gonna be equal to us to even war with us?
Right.
Nobody.
Yeah,
So
nobody.
there ain't gonna be no war.
Nobody gonna even have the inclination or the thought in their brain, all right, to even go to war, all right, with us, man. That's crazy. I don't know.
Can you read there again?
No. Oh yeah, three again.
This Joel 2:3. It says, "A fire devoured before them, and behind them a flame burneth. The land is as the garden of Eden before them, and behind them a desolate wilderness. Yea, and nothing shall escape them."
That's right. And we gonna stop it right there, and we gonna finish out on that Revelation the 18th chapter. All right, we're gonna finish it on there. All right, but nevertheless, this is giving you the understanding of the destructive capability of these warheads that are embedded in them ICBM nuclear missiles, man. It said that a fire devoured before them, and the flame behind it, and behind them a flame burned. The land is as the Garden of Eden, all right, before them. Meaning, before these missiles hit the earth, all right, hit America, everything gonna be lush and green. Trees gonna have, green leaves on them, all right? Everything gonna still be intact. The birds gonna still be chirping, all right? But as it says, and behind them a desolate wilderness, yea, and nothing can escape them. All right. So after, when those missiles hit, that's when the desolate wilderness gonna that's when that part gonna take place, man. All right. They're gonna leave nothing. It says nothing shall escape them. You see, there's no running, there's no hiding. It's none of that, man. Which the Lord, He gonna allow the elites to hide. He gonna give them, you know, uh, uh, um, those bunkers, right? Space stations and those underwater facilities, all right, to hide themselves from the indignation of the Lord, man. All right, just so what? So we can put them in chains, man. They could be the first fruits of slavery. You see? But I definitely want to end it out on that Revelation, the 18th chapter, okay, to sum up everything we was going into. And you could start at where we ended off at, verse 4.
Yeah, we have.
Go ahead.
This is Revelations 18, verse 4. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, "Come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues."
That's right. All right, to come out of her means to spiritually abandon this place, man. All right, go ahead.
For her sins have reached unto heaven, and the heavenly Father hath remembered her iniquities.
Keep going.
Reward her even as she rewarded you, and double unto her double according to her works. In the cup which she hath filled to her double.
That's right, man. All right, and that's the conclusion of America, man. All right, her sins have pierced through the clouds and have reached the heavens. Okay, and the Lord have remembered her iniquities. All right, and therefore shall she receive the judgment of those ICBM nuclear missiles. All right, so Lord willing, okay, this live lesson was edifying first and foremost to the hopeful elect. All right, and then to those that cling unto the body. But prior to getting out of here, we want to give all glory, honors, and prayers unto
Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua Ba'Shem HaKadosh.
double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect. Shalom.
Shalom.
Ababa Ball.
Ababa Ball.
Ababa Ball.
Ababa Ball.
Ababa Ball.
Ababa Ball.
Kwame Yasharala.
Kwame Yasharala.
Shalom.
Shalom.